So the first slide I'll be talking about is to use strong/complex passwords. Passwords and passphrases are crucial not only because of the systems we use daily, but also because of the sensitive information they protect, which ranges from client data to financial records. Now, imagine a situation where someone unauthorized accesses your business account because the password was too simple. Um, Obviously, the impact could be devastating, both financially and for the business reputation. So, all in all, this just shows the importance of strong passwords and how they can't be overstated. So, the way I like to think of it is a password is kind of like a lock on a digital door, and you probably wouldn't feel safe with a cheap lock on your front door. So, this brings me to my point where a strong password should be at least 12 characters and unpredictable. So you should avoid easy patterns like, you know, the string password or something like 1 2 3 4 5 6, and just like easy to guess passwords just aren't good. And so now imagine the peace of mind you gain when employees use a password manager. Not only does it generate secure passwords, but it also securely stores them, which takes away the need to remember dozens of passwords. And for sensitive accounts, adding a layer of two-factor authentication is a game changer. This is kind of similar to Virginia Tech's Duo. Like when you log in, you're asked for a one-time code, like sent to your phone, and then this all in all just prevents unauthorized access, even when someone guesses your password. So the next slide will be about protecting your devices and information. Um, yeah, so one way you can protect your devices and the data they contain are with firewalls. A firewall serves as a barrier that filters traffic, only allowing safe, approved data to pass through. It's kind of like having a security guard who checks credentials before letting anyone into your building. And without a firewall, harmful data can slip in and reach your internal systems, which leads to serious security breaches. Another key part of this is antivirus and anti-spyware software, which protects against threats as they emerge. These tools get updates frequently to recognize and counteract the latest viruses and malware. Think of it as, kind of like hiring a security team that's constantly updated on new threats. Regularly running virus scans is kind of like checking all of your entry points just to make sure that no harmful software sneaks in. And then also, Wi-Fi security is also critical because businesses often overlook it, but an unsecured Wi-Fi network is kind of like leaving a window in your house open because it just allows intruders to just come inside. You should avoid using default passwords, and if your business has guests or clients who need internet access, you should create a separate guest network. So by keeping business and guest networks apart, you essentially just limit access to critical systems. And then finally, the last one is to device security also means training staff on habits to avoid, such as using public Wi-Fi for business work. Using public Wi-Fi is like kind of discussing private business matters in a crowded coffee shop. Anyone listening can pick up your data. So this is why you should use like virtual private networks that encrypts your connection. So even if someone does intercept your data, it's unreadable. So I think employees should be educated, and managers should encourage employees to use a VPN when working remotely or accessing business information outside of the office. So the final step is arguably the most critical, in my opinion, is to prepare your staff to recognize and respond to cybersecurity risks. Think of it like this: even with like the best locks and alarms, a single person leaving the door open can compromise all of your information. Over 90% of data breaches happen due to human error, often from staff clicking on malicious links or sharing information unknowingly with a scammer. Um, let's see. Phishing and social engineering attacks are common tactics that target people rather than systems. With phishing, an email might look legitimate. Maybe it appears to be from your bank or a trusted vendor, but most of the times it's not. Hackers use these tricks to get employees to click on a link or provide sensitive information. Social engineering is similar, but instead of email, hackers may use calls or in-person tactics, pretending to be someone familiar to gain trust or access. Um, I think managers should encourage like open communication and reporting. Employees should know exactly how to report suspicious emails or potential security threats. Having a clear reporting process is essential to make sure your team feels comfortable coming forward if they suspect something is off. And in fact, I think that like rewarding employees who catch phishing attempts or report potential risks helps build a culture of like cybersecurity awareness as well. When employees feel empowered and prepared, they become a part of your cybersecurity defense, making your business much safer overall.